consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the...
Today, from Nissan Stadium.
And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this down to the 33. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. Caught by Woods. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's the fullback, Ricard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. So an onside kick failed in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, that maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, here's Henry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Rolling to his right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Here's Ricard, and here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give this to Ricard, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Patrick Ricard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Woods. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Now they send a man in motion right. Here's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are back within a score. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. This time, the extra point up and good, and the lead is down to 2. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the Austin Hooper touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson will keep it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This time, Jackson will throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we have reached halftime here. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He'll buy some time right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half. off a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he is going to have a Ravens 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Crossing route, he finds Likely. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, 42 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive 7 plays in length. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Tannehill on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Inside handoff here to Ricard. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. That's one of the strangest play calls you'll ever see. But they'll get it back at 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens have extended their lead to 15 now here in the fourth. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Here's Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He'll buy some time right. Tannehill intercepted again. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
23 yards the pickup there. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the two-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tannehill flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least 1 blocker across.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules.
And now here is another interception. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be 1 more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter.